It's a first. It's a first in Wanted history. Yes, Victoria and Charlotte.
Yes.
You may well laugh. You're playing for no pounds tonight. If you if you survive tonight, you win nothing. But remember, if you get caught tonight, you could lose the lot.
Oh no.
Well, don't worry. I tell you what. If you do get caught tonight and you do lose everything, I'll pay for you to get your roots redone. Okay?
Oh, thank you. I'll keep you to there.
Oh, okay. You can keep me to anything you like. Tracking down those two lovely girls. There's another lovely girl, Victoria Fay. Hello, Victoria.
Hi, Ray. How
are you doing? All right.
Good.
So, what can you tell us about the area that Victoria and Charlotte are playing?
Victoria and Charlotte are playing in Swansea, which is great for John and I because it's not that built up. The only problem we've got, this is city centre, and that's where the majority of the phone boxes are.
What can you tell from the phone box already?
Well, what I can tell is it's got a yellow line behind it, so it's in a restricted area, so it might be in the city centre. Also, the sun, can you see it coming in on the girl's hair behind?
Yes, yep.
We think then it's on a north-south road.
Okay.
Because of the angle of the sun.
Now, so, John's out there at the moment, in the sun himself.
John, can you hear me? John?
Victoria, I can hear you.
Hi, John.
Look at that moody
Did you hear what I said about the phone box?
Yeah, that seems to fit real nice with our plan.
What is your plan?
What we're going to do now, well, we're going to head into the city. As you know, the girls are in the same hotel as me last night. They left at 9, they were back at 10. An hour, as far as they can get is 1.5 miles. I think it's close to that centre. Victoria, you check the taxis. We got nothing from that, so they must have been walking.
Can you look at that on the map?
Yeah, can you just show them?
Thank you, John. So they took a walk outside of their hotel for an hour to look for a phone box, and they didn't take any cabs?
They didn't. We phoned every single taxi firm this morning.
Okay.
So we know this is where the hotel was, right, where they spent the night.
Yeah.
So basically, they're only out for an hour. They could have only walked, we reckon. This is the area we're looking at, John and I.
So you're feeling pretty confident about a capture there, aren't you?
Okay. Very confident.
We'll be back to Victoria and John later, but in the meantime, there are still more people to catch out there. Angus and John, who are hiding out in a phone box in a ditch somewhere in Bracknell. Angus and John, we're concentrating on you now, so start to look a little worried. No, you're not going to look worried at all. Andy. Andy Stewart is the man chasing down Angus and John. It's quite personal. This is the second week they've evaded capture.
Yeah, they've picked a really good square.
So what's the area they're playing in, Andy?
Right, well, the area Angus and John have chosen is the Bracknell, Camberley, Aldershot area. Sandhurst is in there. You know, it's quite an open area. Should suit them quite well.
Okay, can you tell anything from that phone box, apart from the fact it's a modern one?
The camera has been fixed slightly different to normal, and it's actually facing the back. Now, that might be because it's an open-backed phone box. In other words, there's too much to see if the camera was the normal way. So it may be that that's why it's been done.
OK, Paul, I just think he's guessing, kids, but we'll find out later. Paul Denchfield is out there helping Andy in the fields. Paul, what's your plan?
I'm going to tell you, actually, this morning I woke up at 5.
Oh, we've lost the sound on Paul.
Played a game in Battersea.
Sorry, Paul, could
you hear that?
Could you say that again? We lost that.
Well, I'll just let you know that this morning I woke up...
You son of a dick.
That was
going down.
Actually, that was a very good joke, Paul, that you wouldn't have heard. This morning I woke up and... That's what... We didn't need to know about that, but good luck. We'll work on those communications a little bit. We are also looking for Joan and Pat, who are in Sheffield. Joan and Pat, how are you feeling?
Okay. Yeah.
You're feeling okay? All right. Well, now
we are now. We're having a laugh.
We're gonna concentrate on you two. We've got a couple of great trackers looking for you here in the studio. With his 2 badges proudly displayed is Matthew Randall. Hello, Matthew.
Hi, Ray. How you doing?
So what sort of area are they playing in? Sorry, I'm fine, thanks.
We're playing in Sheffield. It's quite a good square because the whole town is inside the square. It's dissected by 3 rivers. It's fairly densely populated, and there's also a real killer of a one-way system around the centre there.
That's good for you, a one-way system, is it?
No, not terribly.
What can you tell from the phone box?
Well, this is for Sarah. I hope she's listening to this, but you can see where the grass is right there. It suggests that it's fairly near a park.
I can see some trees blowing in the wind.
Yeah, it's either a really leafy residential area or it's very, very near to like a recreation ground or a park.
Well, let's go over to Sarah, your field tracker. Sarah O'Dell.
Hi, Ray.
Hi, Sarah. What's your plan?
Well, Ray, I'm very near the Don Valley Stadium, and I'm around where there are lots of industrial units and warehouses. I think it's a great place for the runners to hide. It's completely deserted here on a Sunday.
Before the break, we were concentrating on Joan and Pat in Sheffield. Their task for last week was to be a member of a valet cleaning team and clean a different luxury car every day.
We're trying to do a little bit more of this task that's absolutely useless because it's bank holiday.
Oh look, they're cleaning a boat. The task says to valet a car. That's not a car, that's a boat. So no money today, I'm afraid.
This is definitely one for the books, this, isn't it? You know, how about this?
This is usual, her talking, me scrubbing.
Pat finds the early mornings hard to take, but once these two get their war paint on, they're ready to get on top of Tuesday's task.
Hello? Is that the Great American Car Wash? Have you any prestige cars in that you're going to clean today?
Yes, they do, and our girls join the team and complete their task in Birkenhead.
Is it to your satisfaction, sir?
Excellent.
Sarah, meanwhile, is checking out valeting firms in Manchester and has had a bright idea.
Well, I thought I'd take this opportunity to get this lovely Jeep clean because it's so filthy and it needs a really good detox after Matthew's been in it.
God, these early mornings are killing me.
And Pat will be wishing she'd stayed in bed today by the time the trackers are through.
Right, listen, we've just had a call from a guy called Robert in Kirkham who says that Pat and Joan are going to be there this morning. He says they're going to be there in about half an hour, so I suggest you get over there right now.
I just arrived at the auto valeting place. Just sauntered around the corner and they're there.
This is Pat doing the hosing down bit now, the actual washing. First bit of hard work she's done in ages.
They're just there, I can hear them.
And now you can see them too. The runners, however, fail to realise they've just lost their £1,000 and laugh the night away in Lancaster.
We're actually trying to make ourselves look better.
We can't talk any more than this.
Because
we'll crack up.
Like
Not that we already are.
Cracking up's one thing, getting up at the crack of dawn's another.
Come on, time to get up. I brought you a nice cup of tea, don't
Go
move.
away.
Wait till the headlines say, Manchester mothers win a fortune.
And they're a step closer to that fortune when they clean up in Windermere. Smitten with the beauties of the English countryside, Pat and Joan amble 6 miles towards a safe house in Ambleside.
Found a wheel trim and one missing on my car. So that's rather a nice shiny new one and I'm taking it with me. It's only light. That's it. If I win nothing, I've got a wheel trim.
The trail's gone cold for Sarah today, but she has a hunch about where they might head for tomorrow.
I think going to Carlisle is probably a good bet because I'm sure they're going to head north.
Right, Sarah, good call on going to Carlisle last night. I've been speaking to some of the station staff there and they say that they're on the station.
I've just had word that they're at the station on the platform now. Good morning, girls!
Well, that will be a good capture for radio, Sarah, but this is TV, so it just doesn't cut it. But the runners don't know that, do they?
British Rail went out 2 minutes late. That's £70 a minute. Now I'm going to report it to British Rail that the train was 2 minutes late leaving the station, which got us caught. Was this train late?
The train was late because we couldn't shut the doors properly.
Why couldn't you shut the doors properly? Because that blonde had a leg in it.
When Sarah discovers her mistake, she chases them up to Newcastle, desperate for a real catch.
The suspense is killing me because I've got to film them. I haven't filmed them yet, really. Quick!
But when she gets to Newcastle, she finds that they've slipped through her fingers and taken off to Sunderland.
She caught me completely by surprise. I had arthritis in my neck, but I spent that much time doing that. It's gone. Exercise.
We've decided we're going to walk around like this tomorrow. Don't think she'll find us, do you?
Joan and Pat went on to complete their task on Saturday in Sunderland and were also successful on another 2 days but failed on 4 days, including today, which means that right now they're playing for £3,000.
Not bad, not bad. Joan and Pat, you're playing for £3,000 tonight.
Great,
What are you going to do with the money?
Have a holiday.
Well, you might need one after this show, but you might
Have my car valeted.
Of course, they could lose the whole lot. All of their hard work during the week could amount to nothing if their trackers catch them. Let's go over to Matthew Randall, who's chasing them. Matthew, what's the latest plan update?
Well, the update is we're still working on that park theory just because of the way you've got those nice, neat, trimmed edges.
Which means you haven't moved on at all since I last spoke to you.
No, it gets better than that.
Okay.
We've had one unconfirmed lead down here in Pittsmore, which is, of course, right on the edge of this greenery, and it is a cemetery, so it'll be a well-kept lawn.
So that little orange thing there is the runner, where you think the runners are?
That's right. This is Sarah right here on the Jeep. You can see the GPS flashing away, and she should get over there fairly
What is a
quickly.
GPS? Global Positioning Satellite Tracking System?
Yes, it is. Part of the American Defence System.
Why did I ask you if I knew it already? Sorry. Let's go out to Sarah, who, rather worryingly, is out of her truck and on foot.
No, Ray, I had to stop so that I can hear you more clearly. But I'm looking at the map and I'm checking for parks. I can hear Matt talking about parks, and I just want to make sure I'm going in the right direction.
Okay, well, I've got some news for Sarah, if I can.
Sarah, Matthew has some news for you, so if you could listen closely.
Yeah, Sarah, if you could head for an area called Pittsmore on the corner of Abbeyfield and Scott Road, which goes round a cemetery just to the left of the centre of the square.
Okay, well, while she takes in that information, good luck, Matthew. We'll go back to Victoria and Charlotte, who are somewhere in a phone box in Swansea. Hello, Victoria and Charlotte.
Hi, Ray.
Now, you're playing for nothing tonight.
I know.
Well, apart from making all of us guys thankful that we've got Channel 4 to watch, because you do look lovely. But I tell you what,
oh, thank you.
You didn't do very well in the week. In fact, you did terribly. You're not playing for anything at all. So what I've done, out of the goodness of my own heart, is I've brought in a couple of expert runners to give you a bit of advice.
Yeah?
Okay, and I've got them all the way to your phone box, and here they are. It's Phil and Steve. Now, calm down, Phil. Phil. Oh, well, I was going to ask them to give you all the advice they had, but obviously they don't have any at all.
That's all the advice we needed.
That's the only advice you needed. Okay, well, good luck to both of you, and say goodbye to Phil and Steve, because we loved them. We didn't have a chance to say goodbye to them. Hunting down Victoria and Charlotte cruelly, without a heart, is this woman, Victoria Fay. Victoria, what's the latest news?
Well, Ray, I'm afraid there's not much news. To be honest with you, the only leads we've had are for Kingsway. So if I could just go into the map and I'll show you where that is. Kingsway is where the hotel was.
Right.
And basically, if you can look at the phone box, there's just no cars going past it at all.
No.
And Kingsway is really busy road, so I think they're all duff leads.
So it's not there.
I'm going to send John. John's on Kingsway now, and it's not there, so we're going to send him further north and a bit further out.
So when you say duff leads, are this members of the public phoning in, sending in the wrong direction?
I think so.
Okay, well, let's go out to John McMahon. What do you want to say to him?
John? John,
Hi, Victoria.
Hi, listen, I think you should head north. It's not going to be on Kingsway.
Yeah, I agree with you. I can see from what you said. Listen, I'm going to get out now. I'm going to get some local knowledge.
All right.
Angus and John are our other runners who are hiding out, and they're very, very good at this game. They're in Bracknell. Angus and John, how are you feeling?
Very unconfident.
Are you? That's the first time I've heard you two guys say that. What's changed?
People clocking us out in the street. I just drove up with a mobile. Shush!
Oh, so a guy just drove past with a mobile phone and is now shopping you. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go and see if that information has reached the studio yet with Andy Stewart.
Hi, Ray.
Andy, did you hear that?
Yeah, we are getting some information in from people. Angus and John in this Bracknell area seem to have us with lots of false leads. Someone even phoned in Fib Road.
Fib Road.
Bit of a lie, like, you know.
So where do you think they are at the moment? Have you got any clue at all?
Yeah, we had one information that they were down there. As you see, Paul's just been there and checked that one out. We've since got another lead right up north. We're going to have to ask Paul to go there.
Now, Angus and John just said that they saw someone with a mobile phone. Have you had any mobile calls yet?
We haven't as yet.
Okay, well, he might still be making that call. Let's go out to Paul Denchfield. If Paul doesn't have much luck with his satellite link, so there we go. Paul, if you can hear us, just tell us what your plan is.
Well, my plan is I met two people this morning that actually met up with them, and they told me they were in the south part of the square. That's why I'm checking out Fibbage. But now, obviously, with that lead, I'm going to go up north.
Paul?
Yeah?
Paul, Lovelace Road, Lovelace Road.
Sorry?
Lovelace Road, Paul. Have you got that? Lovelace Road. You sure it's the name of a road? You sure it's the name of a road, not something you bought for your wife?
No, I'll ring.
Okay, well, they all look like they need help.